Welcome to
One Take Old Movie Reviews. We do everything in one take. Anyway, what's the name of our movie?
Actually, I'm David, though. And
I'm Barbara.
okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, our movie we reviewed is called Frontier Uprising.
Oh, yeah.
1961 film starring Jim Davis and Nancy Hadley.
Okay.
And it's a story about...
It's a story about a wagon train who tries to make their way into California, and James Davis, who was Jock Ewing on the Dallas television series in the 80s. Anyway, he is their scout, and the Indians are forming an alliance with Mexico, and they're trying to take California and keep the Yankees out of California. And it's about their experience and what's going on, and a big old Indian fight. So
it's a lot about crossing the country.
Yes.
The U.S. cavalry, the army went with the wagon train as far as the
California border.
They were going to turn north to go up to Oregon.
Yeah.
But through a series of events, they ended up staying with the wagon
train because they found out then that that Mexico had declared war against the United States, and so then of course the hero of the film saved the army and the wagon train and the fort that they had to go defend. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Kind of a predictable conflict, I would say.
Short movie.
A rather short movie, an hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't very long.
But I wanted to say, I recognized James Davis as Jock Ewing on Dallas, and so he was in over 150 movies and 300 television programs, and he also played opposite Betty Davis as a leading man in one movie called Winter Meeting in 1948. Okay, well anyway, and it was a flop, and he says, had that been a success, I might have been a successful leading man, but he said, but he always had work. He was always working. He was always as part of the supporting cast, of television shows and movies. But then he got the part as Jock Ewing on Dallas, and he was the dad, married to Miss Ellie, and JR's dad. And anyway, he made a success of that, and he died in 1989. He was born in 1908, and he died in 1981. Excuse me, he died in 1981. It wasn't long after after the television show started that he passed.
And just as an aside, he was a Missouri boy.
Yes, Dearborn, Missouri.
Small town.
Mm-hmm.
The son of a undertaker.
Yeah,
I recall, I heard.
Undertaker. Mm-hmm. And his dad was the mayor of Dearborn, Missouri, and he said he never got back here much. But anyway.
With that in mind, how many stars did you give this film, dear?
Well, it was probably a good 2.5 stars. I'd say 2. It was. I mean, it was short. It was a 2-star movie.
It was short.
The acting wasn't great.
It was. I got a little bit bored at times. I give it a 2. Also, it was probably not your standard good quality, what I would call a quality Western, but it kept us entertained for a while.
It kind of looked like it was something that was made for TV, back in what year was it filmed?
1961.
Oh, okay, so back in the 60s. It looks like it was something that was made for TV, maybe for Saturday Night Western or something like that. But the actress, I thought Jim Davis did a good job acting his part. He was the macho leading man, and very handsome and very heroic, and But whoever it was that starred with him, who was it?
Nancy Hadley.
Oh yeah, she wasn't very good.
That's it.
That's it. 2 stars. What'd you give it?
2 stars.
Okay, 2 stars. 2 Stolt stars.
Frontier Uprising.
Don't watch it.
You have an hour and 8 minutes to spare.
To waste.
There you go. Okay.
But you might catch something else that James Davis has been in, because I thought he was a good actor. So
Okay.
anyway,
Bye.
bye.